design what I want to do, and then I have an overview of what the system is going to be used for, and then I use Notion to make sure that every one of us are putting our input and all that, because apart from working on that project, I also love to do other things behind this. If you have all the packages that were taught yesterday, this time is open. You can unmute your mic and just ask so that we'll answer you and then take it up from there. So if there are things you want to discuss or maybe something you want to ask as regards to yesterday class, please, the floor is all yours right now. Everybody understood what I said? Or should I act like DJ Sophia so that the tension will... just feel that when we're practice using the apps will be more understandable. And I'm concurring to what she has said. I said, of course, the task will be sent out for everyone to practice. So you just have to choose one that is very comfortable for you, and then walk through with that. Because, like I always say, you would always find your best. For me, Miro has always been for wireframing. I just use Miro to wireframe my thoughts and then get into action with other tools. So maybe you can also do that when the homework is sent to you guys. It has to be sent out, and Vijay, I'm just concurring to what you have said. It has to be sent out so that we will know. Is that all the questions we have for the section as regards to yesterday?
I have a question.
Okay, Nina.
Okay, so most of the words you make use of in this program, I'm conversant with some and I'm not conversant with some. Like when the word track is being mentioned, it was only yesterday I realized that track was the different courses under this program. Then when you just mentioned something now, you said something like wireframing. I'm lost. And for the Miro app, the Notion app, and the Figma, I was in the class yesterday, and from what I understand, they are each curated to one particular track, if I understand it very well. Or is it every track that needs to be conversant with the three apps? Or for each track, there's a particular app you're supposed to be using? Then if you could explain what differentiates one app for the other, what makes what's better for which track, I would really love that. Thank you very much.
Nina, you're welcome. Yesterday, first of all, let me start with, sorry, let me check. Sorry about that. So yesterday, the section for, let me start with track. In this program, I think in school it was called different departments for those of us that are graduates, for those of us in schools, for those of us who have gone through the citadel of learning and all that. We have different departments in school, or different classes like in regular secondary school where you are an art student, you're a science student, you're a social science, and in departments you're in departments of computer science, microbiology, zoology, anatomy, human physiology, and all of that. So that's how track is in Adam project. We have the mobile app development Flutter. We have the mobile app development Android, which is native. Sorry, that just sounds, because I don't know how else to explain that. So we have the user interface, user experience for product designers. We have the data analysis for data analysts. We have data science for data scientists. We have the front-end development for those that are web developers. We have the back-end development for those who be majoring in software development, giving life to everything that you put out, and making it work and connecting every single thing that you have done on the front end. So that's what track means. And then for the FigJam, Miro, and Notion. Okay, so this is how it works. The reason why the three tool because we wanted people to be, okay, I want to use this, and this is what I am very, very comfortable with using. You would have tried to say, okay, this is what I'm very comfortable in using, and this is why I like to use this, because it has like, I feel calm using the system. Maybe the user interface is very easy for me to go through and all that. That's why I'm using it. So it's not for one person to use, because of course I know that designers might be using FigJam more, because that's like, it has something to do with Figma. So I feel like designers might like using FigJam more, but for every other person, it's just find what works for you. So the only reason why it has to come up was like, okay, it's this general section for every person to have an idea of what everything does. So, but if you feel like, okay, you're more comfortable in using Miro rather than FigJam, it's definitely up to you. And if you also feel that, you feel that you want to use Notion rather than using every other aspect of those tools, it's also up to you. Yesterday I said something in class. I said, as Figma is to designers and Jira is to develop engineers, that's how program managers. So if you're a PM, you might as well get very conversant with Notion. So just for you to find what works for you. And when they say wireframing, like in biology we learned about skeleton, how the human body, like we have a skeleton inside of us. So in technology should be like the skeletal aspect, everything you want to think. I want to have like a roadmap of how do I make that design? So you start putting in, you start scribbling. It is the dots that connect to each. That's like making wireframe, like the skeletal overview of whatever thing you'll be designing, developing, or doing your analysis on. That's what wireframing is for. So I hope that answers every of your question.
That does. Thank you very much. I think I understand better now. But you've not mentioned the wireframing. I don't understand.
I just mentioned wireframing, and I said it's skeletal.
I think my network was off then.
Okay. So wireframing is like the skeletal view of some, like, okay, I want to use the human body again to explain it. We all have skeletons inside of us, and it's just the flesh that is covering us. So wireframing is like the skeleton to every design or development that you have to do in future. Maybe like you want to get to somewhere. How do you get to that place? What are the things that you have to put in place to get to that place? So you just do like you're scribbling something to find out, okay, is my thought process right? If I do this, would this work? So that's just how wireframing works.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still open to other questions. So there's no other question. I want to just bring this to notice. Now, the other approach is exactly free. So I'm going to say this thing. I attended a boot camp sometime this year. A boot camp, I was just a UK school. I think the cheaper now, there's no project, no bootcamp that teaches programming or any of this, apart from maybe getting free resources. Like, the thing about free resources is you might not have guidance, you might not have somebody trying to navigate you through the path. For other projects is a free project, entirely free. Or the only thing that is required of you is your dedication, also your commitment fee. Now, commitment, Precious, can you please move it and Precious, can you please mute your mic?
Okay. Sorry.
someone into the meeting. Okay, so the Adapt project is entirely free, but then your commitment fee and your dedication is all that is required. At this point, we're getting to the point where we have to onboard students into their learning management system. I don't want to use the acronym LMS. I don't know, you would have seen LMS. Again, did you see my network is breaking? No, that wasn't my network, it was Precious' network. So at this point, we're going to be moving students to, if it's in school, they'll call it your portal. Like the portal that you use, that is like your personal portfolio, your personal profile, and all that. And moving this student to that learning management system means that every one of us that has begun this race, that has access to these free resources, will no longer have access to these free resources. So if by the end of this week, you still have not made payment, or sorry, you can no longer join us in this race. I know with the situation of things, people might say, oh, 7,500, but let's think about it. Is 7,500 really enough? Like, is it worth 7 months of commitment with people teaching you every single day? If you like what we're doing and you want to be part of this cohort, I think we still have some few days left for every one of us to pay. And for those who have paid, we'll be moving to another communication channel. We'll be using Slack. So very soon I'll be onboarding, we'll be taking out the students to another communication platform, so that those that are paid will have access to their mentors, access to their teachers, access to, because it's really going to be unfair for everybody to be at the same place, and then you who has not paid, you'll be enjoying the same resources that the person that has paid will be enjoying. I don't think that's fair. So if you have not made payments, please try to make payments, because by the end of this week, we said 11th of September, that's the last day for payment collection. And there's really no need for us to wait till the last minute. And then maybe after we've said, oh, we moved over, and then we've onboarded students into their learning management system, that's when some persons will start coming to say, oh, can we pay again? And then when you come in, you have to start asking, oh, where do I start from? Most of those things are really not necessary. If you can't right now, we still have few days to go. Please make payments for the commitment fee. I'm pleading with you, because maybe when you start asking me questions, like I'm your IT person on the Discord server, or like in the other project, I'm the IT support. So when you start asking me questions to say, oh, what is this? Sincerely, I would ignore, and ignoring that does not mean like I hate you, or maybe I don't know my job. It's just that at this point, I don't think it's necessary anymore. Those that will have to channel this, not like the community will always be open to everyone, but then our students will be different from every other person. So please, if you have friends, you have family members, you have well-wishers, you have relatives, you have enemies, that you feel like, okay, that project is the in thing is something that should belong to 7 months. Sincerely, that's more like a realistic goal, because some persons tell you that you're going to be a developer in 1 month. It's unrealistic. You need time to actually understand what you're doing, and 7 months to get that in is a whole lot. Now let's say you pay 1,000 for a month. that doesn't even equate to the amount of food we eat every day, or the data that we spend monthly, and that's what you're paying for 7 whole months. So please, let's try to make payments, and also try to limit spamming the channels, because when we move to Slack, sincerely, things will not be as easy and lenient as it is right now. We'll just have to make things a little bit stricter. And also, when you're moved to this Slack channel, because trying to be the smart student will not make sense. Like maybe you learn and you want to share the same thing you have learned to somebody who didn't pay. It's on you. You're not doing me. You're doing yourself. So please, let's try to also limit that, because a lot of measures will be put into place, a lot of rules will be put into place. And like I always say, and that is not just for us to learn. In character and learning is what, because when you go out there to work environment, I tell people, like, how do you sell yourself when you go out there? People look at, there are a lot of things people look out for, like when they're employing you. You might have the skill, but what of the character? Nobody wants to employ like a toxic person into their organization, have all the know-how skill, but they would prefer someone who's kinder, someone who's not, oh, this is how I am, just take me like that. Nobody wants to employ that kind of a person. So please, if you've not made payments, please try to make payments to them. And then also, somebody asked me a question. I just put an announcement today saying, oh, for the ID cards you had last week, Friday, we had to do something temporary. That's not going to be the ID card, because most of the students that came in there, I knew that they had not paid, so wanted something to just allow them access into the place for them to know that, okay, the hub is actually ready for you guys to use for those that will be visiting physically. Please get us passports with white background. You don't even need to go take a picture to start scanning. In your house, put white background. If you have white curtains, stay in the white curtain side. Get somebody to give you a proper headshot. In passport, you don't smile. You don't, I'm not saying keep a serious face, but you know, like that passport that looks like, okay, you're going for a professional interview and all that. With your phone, just get something like that, something very decent, so that when they put it, you know, these things are graphics, you still come out looking very sharp and neat, and they will not be contrasting itself. So please, just get, nobody is saying go pay money to snap picture. All I'm saying is get someone, stay in your house, stay in wherever you are, with a white background, just put out a picture that is really decent, and then send it across to us once, as soon as the form is sent, so you can send it across to us. And also, for those that are interested in changing their tracks, remember what I said track is. I hope that every one of us have an understanding right of what track is. For those of us that will be interested in changing their tracks, please, the form would also be sent. After this time, do not fill those forms again. Sophia had said something before. When you wake up in the morning, please check the Discord channel. Stop making it very, sometimes people make it really difficult for me. I'm very honest about it. So please always check the Discord channel. Just check. From the last message, me, I used to do all day. But what was the last message I saw before I went to sleep also? Like, if you're like me, that is a late night caller. Like, I didn't sleep till about 3 a.m. or 4 this morning, and I had to wake up really early. Like, I've not even rested, and I still have a lot of things to do. So if you're like me, who likes to check out things in the night, just go, okay, what's the last thing I saw? Let me try to be sure that, okay, they're not spamming the channels, and the information there is really necessary. Just look through it. Actually makes life a whole lot easy, because you cannot feed people here. We've already done that at the beginning of this project. We feel that at this point we'll be making effort, because at that project will teach you, but there's really nothing wrong in adding more value to yourself when you go out there to look out for the resources and information. We can only do what we can do. You have to finish the rest by yourself. So please, at this point, the attendance link for today, the reason why I'm closing it, and the reason why we're not doing what we're supposed to do initially, is because of the evening webinar. I don't want people to say, oh, we've spent so much, because I remember somebody telling me that I registered strictly for physical and all that, and data is quite expensive in this country. So I don't want people to say, oh, because of data, that's why I did not join the webinar. You'll be learning a whole lot. Like, Design Queen is coming, a lot of gang people in the tech space, they are coming, and that's the thing that this program actually gives to you. Like, it gives you opportunity for you to meet a lot of people that on the normal day you not meet them. Like, it was because I belong to the mentorship group, that's how I got to meet Sophia, and now we're like cool people and all that. So if you don't join, and then you don't know if the person that you'll be meeting today is somebody that would help you kickstart your journey, please just have an open heart and try to join. That's why I want to end this meeting on time. And also, you cannot be a student and not follow our social media handles. People are seeing you. The program I did initially, like, it was because we kept talking about it on LinkedIn. And the program already has enough publicity that it has on its own. So people want to see, okay, if you actually finish from this program, that means that, okay, if we already know how their students are, like in character and in learning and all that, we know how the kind of students they send out and the kind of people they have. So we're already talking about it. Like a company actually reached out to a friend to say, oh, we're offering you a space because you attended this program. And that's because she kept talking about it. And also the space that every other person got was because of that company. So if you're not following our social media handles and you're not tweeting your experiences, and some of us we've not written blogs before this time, but right now you know, and you don't know, like you might even end up being like a technical writer. So this is like time for you to, like I tell people that, okay, I start from front end and I did a little of back end, but I just think that I come up with front end. And I currently do mobile. And I'm just okay with it. But if I have not explored, and once in a while I also write, I just write my experiences. I write things like maybe I'm looking for answers and I don't find answers on Stack Overflow, I don't find answers on GitHub, and I manage to see my answers, like I manage to find my solutions and all that in a way. I just on my own, I just write about it because it might also save somebody. So, you know, you could be doing search engine optimization, and then when you look up for that, my article pops up. Who knows if my next $1 million startup idea will come from that? You know, you never can tell. So, these things you're learning them, actually add it up. You can say, oh, by the way, my first step was like a volunteer role. So, you never can tell what these things will land you into. So please follow our social media handle, because if you do not and you do not talk about it, how will people even know that, okay, whatever you're going into is actually profitable? Please follow our social media handles. Kosi will put it out here for us. Please follow our social media handle. If you're a Twitter user like me, follow Twitter. If you're a LinkedIn user like me, follow LinkedIn. If you're like me who does not use Facebook and these are the ones you use, follow the ones you use on the channels that you use, and that will really help us a whole lot. So I hope I have made myself pretty clear. Remember that the webinar this evening is by 6 p.m. If you do not register for it, you will not have access to it. So please try and attend, because there are a lot of people that will be speaking in different dimensions. Kosi will put out the social media handle. That's I already said I should put out the social media handle, and they are same in every of those platforms. So in any of the platforms that you do well with and you're very comfortable with, please just follow our social media handle and start tweeting your progress. Recruiters will not know except they see it. Nobody can sell yourself like you can sell yourself. Please market yourself. You are the brand. Every day you do something, talk about it. Don't wait till you come and remind you to say talk about this thing. Talk about it, talk about it with so much confidence. People see these things, they know these things, they see it, and you might think that nobody is seeing it. You don't know how the metrics is being measured, and you might just be like the lucky person that will get it. Sorry about the noise there. Please give me. About that. So please follow our social media handles, and that's it. So see you guys this evening. If there's any other thing, please just reach out to us on Discord. Don't drop messages on my DM. I'm begging you. Please don't drop, except it's like
Please, I want to ask. Please, we just joined, and most of the things being said here are foreign to us.
Oh. When you say we, are there others like did you repeat?
Yes. The accountant of the hall, I'm the admin, and there's another mommy too.
Okay.
So we need help.
Okay, so when you go to, you just joined, you have this into the Discord channel, right?
Yes.
Are you on the Discord channel? Okay. So on the Discord channel, I wanted to I'm typing them out for you so that you can just check them out. The way it's typed, that's how, those are the channels you click on. Go to this channels and you will actually get all of the information. Oh, Dorcas, welcome. All of the information you need.
I think the network is breaking.
Okay, I'm coming. No, like, just you cannot do the last one because that is the link that's been used. All you have to do is just, you can still write your article because that's you can actually write your article. So you can still write your article and just put it on social media channel and to tell people to like engage with it. And that homework is actually gone. It was for last week and that's gone. So the new homework, please watch out for your homework for yesterday. Now that homework is supposed to be submitted tomorrow. But right now, because we haven't posted it yet, the homework will be submitted by Thursday or Friday. That information will be passed across to us. Please, once you have homework like this time, do not let anybody's work. Just do it and send it across to the link that will be sent for submission. And make sure that the link you're sending whenever you're submitting, because that's another thing. I had said something the other day. I said, so you'll be taught these things, but once you find 404 on any error on any link that you're using, that means that link is invalid. So try so much, ensure that you try it out first before you put it on the submission link, because as soon as it comes to us, you can only submit once. So I don't have to start creating another link that I don't have to start creating another link and trying to help anybody to do last minute. Even on Sunday, you could not let me even rest and really communicate with my God. You people still tell me to do things for you. So I don't have to start creating another link to solve that issue. So please ensure that you don't have the 404 error. If it is a 200 error, that's fine. But once it gets to 400, from hypertext transfer protocol security, once it gets from 400, that means the link is currently invalid. So please, let's try to make sure that our links are valid before you send it out. So for the new homework that will be sent, please make sure that you fill the last recording. I have some new recordings. I'll send them just immediately after this section. So please make sure that you submit the right point before submit it. Chidera, I just said yes.
Sorry, I have a question. Okay. I have a question. Good afternoon.
Sorry, can you please hold your phone up? Because if someone says that the attendance comes late.
Okay, good afternoon. So I joined in yesterday, my registration and my payment, but I noticed I didn't get any mail from other projects, helping me to join, like giving me a step to follow. It was my colleague that just forwarded her mail to me, then I was able to join the Discord and all that. So is that a mistake or the registration has been closed?
Thanks for that question. I'd already spoken about it. So right now, registration has not closed yet. Registration will be closing on 11th of September. So if you have just joined the Discord server, please go to the FAQ, that's frequently asked questions, the help channel if you need help, the recordings channel to get updated with all of the past office hours, which most of them actually have been like times where we teach that we have still had to use Notion, Miro, and Pjam for putting out your craft. Okay, everybody, if you're working like a team, everybody is doing their own job. And also, we've onboarded people, like tell them how to use like some of the communication system. And I've also said that we'll be moving, for those that are paid students, we'll be moving to another communication tool for just the paid students. The Discord community will always be there, but we'll move to a more private community for people to feel safer in in their project. So, and then on the announcement channel, please always go through the announcement channel every single time, because that's where most of the announcements are made for people to be informed on what to expect. So on the announcement channel, if you have not made payment, there's a message I pinned on it with a Paystack link. Just click on it and then it takes you to the point where you have to make your payment, and you make your payment. So
okay, yeah, probably you didn't understand my question well. I heard when you said all this. I said after my registration yesterday, I didn't get a mail back from you people advising me on the next step. My joining the Discord channel was through a friend who is already a member.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Nobody. I think in having system glitch with reader automated at the local
Okay.
very busy, a lot of people trying to get everything so I am really, really sorry about that. Maybe someone had got it so I would just personalized way, like I would have sent it and I'll be so that you join. Well, my name on this one is just tag me message that has like Favor from IT support. Tag me to your email address so that I add it to the mailing system, so that consequently you don't have to, feel like, okay, everybody got mail and I did not get one.
Okay, thank you. I'll do that.
You're welcome. So is okay. Nora said I just joined right now. I don't know my way around here. Nora, if you're just joining, welcome. Well, your way around here, there's really no way around the Google Meet. To see for yourself, and but if you have any issue, just tag me. Favor you from a message to it, and I will see it right away and I'll respond. Please don't send any message to my opportunity to always, So please, I'm begging. Time you can send me message to my DM. If you send message to my DM, I will read it and you see that I've read it, but I will not respond to you. If you have any issues, send an email to us. Like, put it proper documentation, send it as a mail, and I'll respond to it as a mail. Don't send any message to my DM. Chinaza, you can go ahead and ask.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. You've been amazing so far. I really want to commend you. My question is about the ID card. If one is staying close by, is it possible for me to get the ID card physically, or must I have to scan it and send to you?
We're going to, everybody's going to, whether it's like a phone before or not, everybody's going to have the better ID, because there's a risk of everybody having that better ID. They are kind of
Okay.
like activities and all that. The designs have already been made in place and all that. So all you have to do is send us the passport program. A link will be sent as please, not like you're handing us a picture, like you're handing us a picture. Getting all of us is like a smartphone. So all you have to do is like you can get it and I don't know why you cannot access it. Can you please copy the link into can you please copy the link into that tab and try to please copy the link into that and send it across to us. Like there'll be a form sent out. So on that form you specify this one is like the final one, because once we put that track on your ID and we put it on your LMS, we cannot start changing you again. So please just scan your passport to us when that form is sent, and then fill out your details on it. So that's all that you have to do. don't you have something in mind like you want to do?
I don't really have, although I was in the webinar where Sophia was talking about the different departments, but I am still confused to it, honestly.
And you did not make any research which one you want?
So what I wanted the drop down was, so I could maybe I could screenshot the drop down and show it to some people so they can help me out. That was it.
Wow, sincerely, like in text based. Okay, we'll try to put that into consideration. Because what we wanted to do was like for everybody to decide by themselves what they want. Like what they like for them to feel it out by themselves what they want. So it's like, okay, this is you saying this is what you want, and that's just it. We're not imposing it to you. Already have our website. Like on the website we already have all of the tracks that are available, like that we'll be doing. So you can just go there and see for yourself.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So please, does any other person have anything to say? Have I clarified a lot of things to you guys? And also another thing is, like in sending out, like with all of the times we spent together, we'd also send out another form. Once forms are sent, please just feel right, like be your full. If we say, okay, this one is for you to feel safe, we don't want your name, still just fill it out for us. Please just always do us the honors to just fill the form. Get a form that's, and even be gisting with your friend and just say something. Get message notifications like that says, okay, fill this form. So when you see that my bell on announcement channel, like saying, oh, come get people, please just rush to the announcement channel and just do, like you guys you've been really supportive. Like since yesterday, I've been loving the community. You've been giving me a lot of joy. So I'm not like person that would say that should be recharge card, but my government is actually like the hustling and bubbling government. I also do not play music like Sophia. But don't worry, I have my own area of specialty. Like I could even teach you free public speaking. Like I do, or you can reach out to me. Like I have other vibes that I do. But whatever the case is, I just try to fill out the form, follow up with the Discord server, and try to do your best to be attentive. If you have issues, try reach out to us. If you're having problems once the classes starts and you feel like okay, there's something that is very difficult you don't understand, please still reach out to us. Just send email, please. If you're going to say, can I reach out to you? Once I say yes, reach out to me. So I'm not going to be looking at DMs for the rest of today. So just send emails. I think I'll do better with emails because I also have to work.
Hi, Chico.
Hi, Victoria.
Yes, I wanted to ask, can you please resend the links to submit our passport for the ID card? Because I'm trying to...
Okay, Victoria, I said, don't worry, that link will be out, that form will be out. There's a reason why I've not posted it. As soon as I post it, I want people to be calm and just, please, let's not be haphazard. Let everything just be orderly.
Alright, thank you.
Okay. Is there any other, please, right now, like, this is like you having me at the platter of good. Like I'm always writing and dropping information. Is there anything that you feel like it's a challenge for you? You have me right now to say, okay, Favor, I don't understand this. This is me giving it to you free of charge. Is there anything that you feel like you still have issues with, general questions? Now, it's not limited to Miro, Notion, and Jam. Is there anything that you still have as an issue, as a concern? Is there anything you want us to look through together, apart from those that have issues with track? You can shoot me email and I will respond to you ASAP. Is there any other thing you have like an issue? Please, let's just go through it. Because after today's section, we don't have to. Yes, you can get the mail from the channel. I also we will not have meeting spaces again immediately like the coursework season start. Like it's going to be back to back. There will not be time for us to meet like this anymore. There will not be office hour again because right now you're not in your specialization tracks and you have to do your homework. You have to study most of work. You have to go to work. You still have to make time for tech and all that. It can be very overwhelming. So please, is there any other thing you want to ask me? Something that you feel like, okay, this has been a nudge in my heart and I don't know how to go about it. Please, can you help me clarify it? And so I'll tell you the channels that you can go to and get it settled with? Is there anything like that on your mind? I'm not limited, but as long as other project is concerned.
Okay, no, I was trying to know if I can, because I went through the webinar and the lady was talking about you being able to know where you're going from what you already have, from what you're already interested in. So because I'm not really conversant with all these text bases, I was like, I'm just kind of person that I'm good with like video editing, I'm good with content writing. So I don't know if that is in line with any of these.
Okay, you can actually maybe do project management or product design. So if you're somebody who's good with content writing and all, like actually think through product management design. So one of those, if that helps. Or but if you like the technical aspect, if you like to code, you can also go through the coding aspect. But if that's not your area of specialty, you can actually look at the sites that are like, okay, product design, product management. Like you could be a project manager, you could be a product manager. So any of those.
And I have a question. Yes, my bank, I'm about to make payments now, but the problem is I can't pay through my bank. Can I pay through someone's bank, and if it's possible for payment or anything?
You can actually pay through someone else's bank if that's okay. You can pay through someone else's bank as long as you send me like proof of payment. Okay, or maybe in the narration you can just.
Alright. The Padia tech spaces we could engage in on LinkedIn. Since you asked us to engage with these channels, with these social media channels, you asked us to engage. Are there other tech spaces we can engage on, or societies we can join just to keep track of our progress? Like post our progress and then like get people to also engage with us also your LinkedIn channels, your LinkedIn handles. I would love to have your LinkedIn handles.
This is Kosi just posted all the social media handles for Enugu State Tech. In absence of any other one, I want to thank every one of you for giving me audience. Thank you for letting me be your moderator today. Like, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you for being amazing. And I'm your IT support girl, Ihoma Favor Abaru, and I'm always going to be like your virtual assistant. So just let me know if you have issues. Drop me a mail. Like, I do better with mails. Drop me a mail. Please don't send me DM so you don't make it difficult for all of us, because I will not respond except it's important. So have a lovely day. Remember to fill in your Eventbrite form, like the webinar for this. I swear, what is your favor for president? I'm actually vice president, so you're president. So please, let's remember to fill in our forms, and just please, if you have any issue, because that's the problem I have with you guys. If you have issues, the thing is, people should always know that I'm always there, like checking everything. There's really nothing you ask that I don't have an idea of. I check everywhere and all that. If you have issues, please just let me know. Just tag me to it. As soon as you call my name, I always have my notifications. Like my system detected my phone. Every single thing just works. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a lovely day. Please don't remember season. Come and listen to this. Some of us know that if I tell you my journey, you will not believe it. Somebody will give how long it has taken me to understand. To have people to tell you, to guide you. I started learning HTML 2013, and imagine how long to finally make up my mind to say, okay, you know what, let me just concentrate. So please, let's try to be realistic and also do great things. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're going to do great things. I know that. Just put your mind to it. And if you have issues, reach out to us. Have a lovely day and bye.